Good morning, on and all present here. I am Nandhini, working as an assistant professor in SNS College of Engineering at the Department of Computer Science and Technology. Today we are going to take a video on network IPv6 protocol. What is the network IPv6 protocol? It consists of mobility header. The mobility header is an extension header used by MNS, CNs and HAs in a messaging generator to create and manage of bindings. The section within the section reserves the message type that may be sent using the mobility pay layout. For example, a message data has been set. It consists of payload protocol, header length, MH type, reserved and checksums have been used here. In the mobility header fields, there are pay layout, prototype, header length, MH type, reserved, checksum, message data. The pay layout protocol 8-bit selector has been used, identifies the type of header immediately following the mobility header, uses the same values as the IPv6 next header field. This field is intended to be used by a future extension. Header length 8-bit unsigned integer representing the length of the mobility header in units of 8 octs, excluding the first 8 octs. MH type 8-bit sector identifies the particular mobility message in questions. Reserved sector consists of 8-bit reserved future use. Values must be initialized to 0 by the sender and must be ignored by the receiver. Checksum 16-byte unsigned integrity. This field contains the checksum of the mobility header. Message data, a variable length field containing the data specific to the indicated mobile header type. In this mobility message, binding refreshment request message, it is used to update its mobility binding. Corresponding nodes, MH type value 0. Home test in its message, a mobile node uses the HOTI message to initialize the return routinability procedure and request home key gen token from a corresponding node. The home test initiates the message from MH type value 1. This tunneling through the home agents when the mobility node is always from home. Such tunneling should employ IPsec ESP in tunneling mode between the HA and the mobile node. Care of test init messages. A mobile node uses the COTI message to initialize the return routability procedure and request a care of a keygen token from a corresponding node. The care of test initializes message using the MH type value 2. Home test HOT messages is used to home test init messages and it is sent from the corresponding node to the mobile node. HOT messages uses the MH value 3. Care of test messages is sent from the corresponding node to the mobile node. It has an MH type value 4. Binding update messages. This messages is used to notify other nodes of new COA from itself. PU uses the MH type value 5. Binding acknowledgement message. BA is used to acknowledge the reception of a BU. The BA has the MH type value 6. Binding error message is used by corresponding node to signal an error related to the mobility such as binding. And this message, mobility message type, two important messages are BU messages and BA messages. Binding update. The BU message is used by MN to notify other nodes of a new COA has an acquired acknowledgement. Acknowledgement byte is sent by the sender MN to request a BA to return upon receipt of the BU. Home registration. The home registration H byte is sent. Receiving node should act as this node HA. Link local address capability. This byte is sent when the home agent address reported by the MN has the same interface identifier as the MN link local addresses. Key management mobility capability. If this bit is clear, the protocol used for establishing the IPsec SAS between the MN and HA does not survey moments in this. Reserved sequential number, lifetime number, mobility options have been given. Reservation is used for 0 by the sender. Sequence number is used by the receiver node to sequence BUs and by the sending node. Lifetime is a time unit required for binding must be considered. Mobile options, length and capability, integrity and multiples of 8 octs long. Binding acknowledgement consists of key management mobility capability, reserved unused field, status of 8-bit unsigned integrity, disinfection values. Binding acknowledgement consists of sequence number, lifetime, mobility options. Sequence number is copied from one sequence number field to another sequence number field. Lifetime, guaranteed lifetime. A node should return the entity of the MN value. Mobility option consists of an integrated 0 or more than encrypted mobilities. Thank you so much for the video.